Alright guys, welcome to This Week in Wrestling, covering everything that's gone on over the course of this past week, starting with the ongoing situation regarding the sale of TNA Wrestling. So tonight, TNA is set to hold their biggest pay-per-view of the year, Bound for Glory, but the talk all week has been whether or not the event will actually take place, as reports suggested that the funding needed to hold the show was not in place, and that the company was looking at a great deal for the sale of TNA Wrestling this past Friday in order to actually fund the show and next week's TV tapings. Today though is Sunday, and as of yet there's been no announcement regarding the sale of TNA. However, Dixie Carter has revealed that Bound for Glory will take place tonight, and she even teased fans that they won't want to miss it, as it's going to be an incredible show with big things planned for future shows. So based off Dixie's tweet, it appears that the funding is now in place for both Bound for Glory and next week's TV tapings. However, there is no official word on where the funding came from. Reports do suggest that there is an internal meeting planned for this evening prior to the show to update talent on the situation. Therefore, regardless of whether an official announcement comes on pay-per-view, news should start to come out next week from the talent in attendance. In regards to where the money came from, reports suggest that the cash was put up by a third party that is not WWE nor Billy Corgan, despite Dixie Carter spending much of the week negotiating with both parties over a potential deal. So TNA fans can at least enjoy tonight's show and look forward to next week's TV tapings, as the company is once again managed to survive against all odds and at least delay their final deletion. So in this week's poll, we're asking what you make of the whole situation and what you think will happen to TNA going forward. You can see Twitter responses across the bottom of the screen, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Staying with TNA, and this week seen former WWE star Cody Rhodes make his debut in a pre-tape segment that aired on Impact, with Rhodes set to make his official in-ring debut later tonight at Bound for Glory. Moving on, and some devastating news this week, seen it reported that former WWE star Jamie Noble has been hospitalised after he was stabbed twice early Wednesday morning. The Mercer County Sheriff's Office revealed that Noble, who works backstage for WWE, returned home early Wednesday morning from a WWE event and then left to go get a snack while his girlfriend took a bath. However, upon returning home, a driver pulled in behind his car and got out to accuse Noble of cutting him off on the road, to which Jamie then apologised, but the two men continued to argue and Noble eventually took the man to the ground as things got physical. From there, police officers say that two other men got out of the suspect's car and at least one of them stabbed Jamie once in the lower back and once in the mid-back spine area before taking off. At present, Noble is still in the hospital, however sources say that he's no longer in the ER. Staying with WWE, and it was revealed today that former Tough Enough winner Sara Lee has been released from the company. Lee won season 6 of the show and was rewarded with a $250,000 contract, going on to make her NXT debut at a live event in March. However, she's been rarely used since. While no reason was given for her release, Lee did reveal on Facebook that she's currently pregnant with Wesley Blake's child, and she's due to give birth in May 2017. In this week's final story, this week on SmackDown, we're seeing Dolph Ziggler granted one final shot at the Miz's Intercontinental Championship. However, it only came about after Ziggler offered to put his entire career on the line. Now, generally when this happens, you'd either expect the person whose career is on the line to go over and win the match, unless their contract has come to an end. So there's been a lot of questions in regards to Dolph and if he would be leaving the company anytime soon. So to answer that question, the Wrestling Observer currently reporting Ziggler has around a year left on his current deal, but that he's unhappy with the way in which he's been booked and he feels he deserves a proper push. Therefore, the outcome to this match really is up in the air, as with Ziggler's deal currently run down and a lot of stars choosing to walk away from the company like Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes and Alberto Del Rio, then there's a strong possibility that Dolph may actually lose the match and go his own way, as there was major talk of him walking out the last time his contract was winding up before he was actually persuaded to sign a new deal. So this one could go either way, but I want to know what you think about it. Do you think we'll see Ziggler as the new Intercontinental Champion come No Mercy? Or do you think Ziggler will lose and choose to walk away from the company? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of This Week in Wrestling. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd love it if you could drop it a like. Stay tuned for more exclusive early WWE 2K17 footage coming up next week, but until then, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.